Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 22 of Motorsport Manager on my channel with ZRT Autosport. So, we've got a little dilemma just coming up. It's basically just my Lanson's asking me if I can guarantee she comes 15th this season. She's 17th at present, of course. She had that retirement in the first race. We got our strategy a little bit wrong in the following ones, and it's maybe cost her, and reliability cost her as well, a number of positions. So I'm just going to make her the promise because I think we can get 15th. And does add a personality trait. Don't know what that personality trait actually does. +5 morale. Okay, that's good. It was +5 or -15 then. So, where are we at? Yeah, the other thing I want to do is I want to sort of apologise for the last couple of videos. I feel the quality maybe wasn't there. The reason why I'm trying to record right now so much is because the sort of family issues I would normally have, well, not normally have, obviously I'm not calling family issues an issue, but that means that I can't record maybe as much as I would like. But my family are away for the weekend, so I'm just trying to make sure I've got a backlog. And yesterday I just could not put the game down, and I was getting very tired towards the end of it, and I still just couldn't put the game down. So I do apologise if the quality isn't as great. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a team in our championship called Vexla. Now, I might have got this the wrong way around. I'm about to make myself look like an idiot. No, they're with Velen. Okay, never mind. I was going to say Vexla have a 4-star reserve driver, but it's Velen. It looks a similar. What series are they in? World Motorsport Championship. Okay, that makes a lot more sense that they have a 4-star reserve driver. So, made an idiot of myself there, but it's fine. Today we have a race at Tondela. Upgrade wise, I don't think there's really anything to talk about, to be honest. Keeping the rest parts one on one car, the other on the other right now, just because of logic. Although I guess that reliability of that new gearbox that isn't is now worthwhile putting on that car, and we'll switch that gearbox to there and switch them around as well. Plus 11%, so she's really happy with her car now. Still plus 3%, although negative against the other car, of course, because it's a worse car. So it's still one wrist part on one car and another on another. This new suspension is nowhere near ready. Although I think we're going to give Maya the second newest one, because at 56% it's better reliability than the one she was using. It's obviously better. It's still worse than the one that Valberger's got. But if we can get this reliability up, that would be very helpful. Obviously that is now the best suspension in the league. That's why it's got, that's why it's purple. Despite the fact that it says we only have the second best suspension here. We have a purple one. It might be that I've just not put it on the car, or it might be just sort of taking an average from the two cars. Financial were 9 each. So I'm just trying to see. We've got the third best car overall on the grid, apparently. So I will go away, do practice, well, skip practice, I'll get my last video. I would just show you all that, but that would mean you hear the last video that I done at Tondela from last season, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go away, do that, find that setup, and we'll be back with the race in just a second. So I went and got my setup from the last video. It was 98% last year on Valdez's car, so I had to make a slight modification to Kumar's because it was out with mechanic recommendation for some reason on a bit that was excellent last year. So I'm not sure how it's going to have gone, but I've said before, I'm not enjoying practice anymore. I'm still going to do the video where I mentioned, in fact, is this looking like it's going to be a dry race all the way through? Probably, so we'll just go for the refueling and race trim, and we'll go for engine expert and race trim. So sadly that 98% from last year is now only 88%. It wasn't the exact same track, it was the exact same race, so a little bit disappointing that they can do 10 laps. Ugh, what can they do? 14. So I think what we do is we go super soft, and see out the race. Fuel wise, we've got 12 laps of fuel, that's fine. Okay, 0.2 difference on both of them. Yeah, just... Okay, we've got an excellent there, so it wants that there, so do 0.2 here and 0.2 here. And put that up 2, I think. Probably about right. What the AI does with setups, I have no idea. Just you've got an 86% and then you change it all the way to this, and like everything there is out with mechanic recommendation. Just why does it do that? I don't know. So tyre choice here, we can only do 9 laps with Maya on these tyres. So what I'm thinking is say 8, 16, 24, 32. That works. So we'll go for 10 laps, and we're putting her on lap 8. So we're going to go with push on Maya and overtake and neutral on Valberga for this race. Got a little bit of sniffle coming on. I didn't feel that before I started this race. So I apologise if I'm sniffling a little bit through it or not sounding myself. Maya starts in 4th and Valberga obviously in last, because she is leading the championship. We'll start with Maya here, I think. Hopefully she can get out in front of Liao, Tang and Jean Serrer quite quickly, and maybe just drive off a little bit into the distance. Although she's actually lost ground on Liao and Jean Serrer, who is now in the Predator, of course. She has purple for Sector 1, so that's positive news, and now she is into second as she goes purple in Sector 2. Kumar already up into 15th, so making her way through the field back down to 16th, of course, as I say that. Maya at purple in the first lap as per. We'll just turn them down to high. In fact, we'll go high neutral because Maya has a tendency to lock up. She should still be able to get past Jean Serrer. Come on. As soon as she gets into the lead, I will sort of leave her. Oh, not good. Okay. We'll work on this. Still not gonna change our strategy too much, I don't think. We still need to break through the field, so I think we still go to maybe go to lap 11 now. No, we're going to try and go to lap 12, so we'll do that. We'll go to lap 12, and then 12, 22, 32, and then we still keep her on super softs for the whole race. So she is up into 13th, but lost her front wing, so she's going to lose all those places back, and she's got a drive through. Brilliant. Come on, Maya. I'm going to give her overtake mode just to get past this Predator, because cannot be stuck behind a Predator for too long, and if we can get past, we should be able to just sail off into the distance. What it is now is that Kumar's race is destroyed because Maya and Jean Serrer lap her. Now, there is actually a gap between Liao and Tang that's developing about 5 seconds. What kind of tyre mode is he on? Normal. So Maya's just struggling to get past, which is frustrating because she should be able to. She's in a much faster car. She's similar driver and ability. Just can't get past, and it's bringing her back to Liao. She's apparently attempting to overtake there, and she's got the inside. Can she do it? Can she do it? Can she do it? I was about to turn her down. Job done. On you go, Maya. In fact, we've got 3 laps to go, and we've got 3.46 worth of fuel, so keep you on high. Kamar's now served her drive through. Looks like she has been lapped. Ouch. So that is not good. Hopefully she can unlap herself, but with the way blue flags work on this game, it's pretty much GG for Kumar's race to get lapped. And she's not even getting past them in the pit stops, is she? Yes, she is, so maybe? I don't know. Is she ahead of Liao? Where's Liao on track? Maybe she's not lapped, and I'm just derping. But it looked like she was lapped to me. Maya's now starting to build up that lead to the car behind, although the cars around her have pitted. We are going to pit here, Well, actually, just give me 2 seconds and I will see if can we go around in that mode. Yes, we can. So we'll go to lap 16 now. So we don't need that much fuel, we need that much. And play again. Kumar back up into 17, so she's making moves. Although she had pitted earlier than everyone else, so can maybe still leapfrog some of those soft runners. But we'll have to pit again at least twice. Some of those guys might not have to. But she's making light work of coming through the traffic, which is good. Now that everyone's sort of spread out a bit more, hopefully that doesn't affect her too much. She will be pitting on lap 12, of course, was our plan here. So, tyre temperature range is maybe a little bit hot, but fine. Maya is good. Excuse me. Kumar back up into 13th. Behind Gerard, he's just made his stop because he was behind Maya previously. It's Stramby that's now behind Maya, so I expect him to start catching up in his Ozu. Unfortunately, with Kumar's penalty, she couldn't follow through with him, so I expect that Kumar has lost too many positions to do anything in this race now, because I expect him to catch Maya. Although Maya is pulling away still, his tyres are not the best, so maybe he just hasn't had his stop yet. Maybe he's trying to do one stop less. And we will bring in Valborga at the end of this lap, try and get to lap 22, so we'll do that. Part fixes is fine. Standard pit stop, on you go. Maya, how are you getting on? So, you now have a 17-second lead at the front, that is good, Maya. Just don't do a Valdez. Your tyres are going off conserve, just try and make sure they don't fall off a cliff before you get to the end of this lap. We'll go neutral and high again. Maya now 19 seconds in front and increasing. So she's pulling away. If they've decided to go for a stop less, she is trying to make that work as best she can. She's got another 3 laps or so of this stint to go. Plenty of fuel, plenty of tyre life, so doing a very good job out front is the Finn. She asked it, she demanded that she wanted to finish 15th in the championship. 15th is a more than realistic target for me to say, yeah, we can do that. Kumar up into 16th after her pit stop. 15th now, 14th. She's on a roll. Clearing cars. She's going to have the inside line here, so she should be able to get away for 13th now as well. And she should take at least one car in the pits, as she does. So Kumar has had a brilliant recovery race here from her earlier incident. Didn't see what happened, of course, we just know she lost a front wing while overtaking what looked like a group of cars, so maybe a fairly standard thing to happen when you're being aggressive on your pit strategy. She gains another place through people pitting. Looks like a little lock up there. Hopefully it's not taking too much out of her tyres. I will put her on conserve for a bit just to make sure. We're going to put Maya onto conserve before that tyre gets too hot. She's got a 28-second lead and increasing. So I'm just going to conserve her. The problem that I've now got is she is not that far behind Kumar. And they both obviously have to stop again, but Maya not till lap. This 2 laps ago, shit. Excuse my French. I guess we just give her 8 laps worth of fuel because I've overdone her and not paid attention. Yes, and low. In fact, medium, she will get round in medium because it was only 0.9. But as you can see, her tyres are starting to go and she's now losing all these positions to the cars that she has back marked. And then, this is what I mean. Those 2 cars are faster than Maya right now. But we're getting our lead eaten into by Stramby here, who probably does have to stop again, to be fair. Need to get 4 more laps out of Kumar. Stramby has taken the lead of this race, but he's only just in front of Maya, who's now on fresher tyres, of course. doesn't have to conserve and can go into that mode. So hopefully Maya with her faster, slower tyres can get back past them and maybe start building a gap again. So that, well, they've both got to make a stop again. So it'd be very useful if she can just beat that Ozu. Although the other Ozu down in 19th. So, and well, looks like you almost certainly get lapped. So maybe gaining points on Ozu here. And John Sadar's now holding up Kumar, who's got 2 laps left of this stint. Looks like she's done enough of the tyre management so that we can put her back onto neutral. But she's been held up by John Sadar for a long period of this stint. Similar to how Maya was. I'm actually going to give her overtake mode here just to see if we can get her past. Nice and easy. As soon as we did that, she's away. Just because I don't want her being stuck behind that Predator for too long. And now at the end of this lap she will come back in for another fresh set of super softs for 10 laps to the end of this race. How is Maya getting on against that Ozu? Okay, so that Ozu is going into the pits at the end of this lap. I'm just going to give Maya just a little bit of push. He's gone for the softs again, which is interesting from Strandby, because right now the super softs should be able to get to the end, as we are showing with Kumar. We're going to go back to high because we've done enough of that. And the Ozu of Tyler will be lapped in just a second. He has to pull over and let Maya through. Maya will pit at the end of the next. Do you know what? I'm just going to do this and let her just take some life out of this tyre. Because we obviously went longer than the last stint by accident, we can now try and make up for that by pushing her a bit more in this stint. Strandby's gone purple though, so he's only 11 seconds behind and we've still got our pit stop to make. That is not a great place to be. We've gained a little bit back, so dink dink dink. We need 7 laps of fuel plus 2. Not making any repairs. Might be a bit risky on something. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was brakes, but I'm taking a risk. What I want you to do is just push and overtake when you come back out, Maya. Both you and Strandby are going to the end. You are 7 seconds behind on the faster tyre with hopefully less fuel. We've got a big nice gap to Liao behind, and he has to pit again, so seconds should be a lock. It's just really Kumar that we need to worry about, to be honest. Getting as many points as she can, but to get back to 5th in this race is an achievement in itself. Ingledew's going to the end on a similar strategy to her, but she has actually jumped Liao, so double top 4 given Kumar's situation is a phenomenal result. It looks like Maya is pulling in on Strandby just a little bit. Of course she's able to do less laps on this stint and able to push just that little bit more, and is lapping maybe just a little bit faster right now, although Strandby apparently was a second faster in that last lap, which I'm a little bit confused by. Safety cars leaving the garage. Well, that brings Kumar back into a good position. What's her gap behind? I'm very tempted just to pit her and put her onto a fresh set of super softs and just do a splash and dash basically. You're going to go low anyway. And you're going to go low just now. So where would she pit out if we were to pit for a fresh set of super softs? Remove sometime maybe, and minus 1 lap of fuel. 8th. What's their tyres like? So you know what? Gamble. It's basically just a gamble to get her 3rd rather than 4th or even 2nd. Yes, I know you've got quite a bit of fuel spare, but I don't really know what you want me to do with that. So we're gambling with Kumar here in the hope that the AI makes a mistake. She's actually came back out in fifth. So a couple of other cars pitted as well by the looks of it. Or just couldn't get round in time with the safety car speed limiter. Where's Maya in relation to that safety car? Stramby's got to be getting caught up soon. In fact, he's going to pop it right now. So that all that gap that he's built out to Maya will get ended. I'm not sure how he's done a 141 while Maya's done a 148 under the safety car. That's a bit strange, because Maya definitely didn't go into the pits. So hopefully Kumar can catch up to the back of the train, and then she can just attack and overfuel for the rest of the race. Will be a bit crazy with all these cars that she's going to have to lap if she does, but it's fine. Where are you? Come on, just I need you to catch up to that safety car. Come on. You can catch up to the back of this safety car. You're in great shape, Kumar. Given the fact you have the freshest set of tyres of anyone in the top 5. Whoa. Attack, overtake, and push. Overtake. So Kumar's up into 4th again from that. I'm going to go through all these back markers. It'd be absolutely crazy being one of these cars, because you're getting lapped, but you can gain so many positions. And Kumar now fighting with Ingledew for 3rd. Can we get the double podium? Come on. Give me the double podium. It was a gamble to get 3rd. Didn't pay off. Mori gets the fastest lap from 8th, which is interesting. Obviously, Kumar, I think, would have got that if she could have got past Ingledew, but sadly couldn't. Ingledew was going quite a bit slower than us there. So 2nd and 4th will do. It'll gain us a lot of points in the constructors. Kumar with the 5-stop strategy. I don't think anyone else made anywhere near that many. That many stops, and she obviously had her drive-through on top of that. So 6 times in the pit lane. Do not find anything. Do not. Good GMA. Oh yeah, drive-through penalty received. I was like, oh no. They found something and didn't say. So Kumar finishing 4th, only 6 seconds behind obviously the safety car helping out with that, despite having what was effectively a 6-stop strategy. So she is 8 points ahead of Stramby in the Drivers' Championship, and Maya is now up to 10th in the Drivers. So look at that top 3. So you've got 3 teams which seem to be now head and shoulders above the rest of this field, with Lucatelli, ourselves, and Ozu 2 points between us, and then a gap to Silva and Vexler. Predator seem to be closing in towards the back of the pack in terms of their development, so that's positive stuff. It's nice to see the little team progressing when you're not managing them. So we've got a new unlock with Maya, which is fast pit stops, which I would have probably used there over the engine mode thing, although the engine mode was still a fair one to use. Relationship with mechanic went down as well as morale there. I suppose with the penalties and the amount of pit stops, maybe she wasn't happy. So positive moves. We're in good position in the drivers right now. We're in a very good position in the constructors, with development parts still to come. Hopefully we can progress to win this championship this year. Other than that, I will end this episode on Maya Latinen's podium trait being unlocked. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked, a like and subscribe is always appreciated, and I will hopefully catch you all next time.